elders and apostles at great millstone, the real leaders of Israel on earth today. We have to send salutations to the hopeful elect, the brethren that's preaching this truth in season and out of season, making their bodies a living sacrifice. So with that, I'd like to say shalom.
Shalom.
We'll get straight into it.
Oh, this is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 2. It says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it.
Mount Seir is another code name, alias for Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And he said prophesies against it. And that's exactly what we do. We prophesy the downfall and destruction of the so-called white man's kingdom, because this is his kingdom. This is his rulership. He sit on the throne.
Come, it say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
So the Most High say he is against them. He not for them. He not for these so-called white people ruling over his people. He not foreseeing the downfall and destruction of his nation. He say prophesy against him. He said, I am against thee. And he say he will stretch out his hand. Who is his hand? I think that's Ezekiel 25 and 12, 14.
This Ezekiel chapter 25,
13.
verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will stretch out my hand upon Edom and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it most desolate from Teman, and they of Denan shall fall by the sword.
Read the next verse.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
By who?
By the hand of my people Israel.
So he gonna stretch out his hand and touch Edom by using us, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. What's that? Is it Jeremiah 51 and 20? Let me see. Let me see real quick. Talk real quick.
So yeah, man, you know the Lord go send Yahweh Shah to deliver the children of Israel, the elect, you know, and destroy this place and take our enemy out of power. Then after that, he gonna set us in power, and he gonna get recompense by using us to mess up our enemies.
That's right. This Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariots and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee I will break in pieces the husbandman and his yokes of oxen. And with thee I will break in pieces captains and rulers. So he gonna use the so-called elect of the nation of Israel to destroy everything: people, places, kingdoms, rulerships. That's why I think it's Daniel the 7th chapter. It saying the saints of the Most High would take the kingdom by violence, by force. The same way the so-called white man took his kingdom by violence, man.
This Ezekiel 35 verse 4. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, because thou hast had perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
They had a perpetual hatred, an everlasting hatred. And that's exactly what they did, man. They shed the blood of our people. How? By rape, murder, slavery, taking us from, well, chasing us from Jerusalem to Africa, bringing us from Africa to America, and spread this out, and coming over to Babylon, taking Babylon by force from Gad and Reuben, and they just had a perpetual, everlasting hatred for us ever since the time of Jacob and Esau, ever since the time of Cain and Abel.
It said, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Bring that last part back.
It say, therefore, as I live.
Therefore, as I live. We talking about an everlasting power, man, that can't die. So as long as he lives, meaning forever.
Saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
That's right. He hath not hated blood. Esau, Edom, loves blood. He's that violent man. He's that killer. His blessings was the sword, and he been using it damn well. He been killing you niggas and killing you spicks and killing you tribes since day one, man. He have not hated blood. But since he haven't hated blood, blood will pursue thee, man, and overtake thee, man. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword, man. Esau, Edom, man, is that killer.
It say, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. So yeah, it's gonna be desolate. He'll make America desolate, you know. He'll destroy this place along with the people who rule this place, which is these Edomites.
That's right. You got something else?
Oh yeah, this Isaiah chapter 47. I'm gonna start at the top. It say, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Right, these Edomites, that's about these Edomites' kingdom, America. You know, this place go sit in the dust, go get destroyed, man. You know, it's gonna be no longer, you know, this place will no longer this place is no longer the place where everybody want to come to. You know, people want to come here to make money, and that's it, man. You know, but it's gonna be no longer the place that's gonna be out the window, man. You know, because this place go get destroyed, man. You know, by thermonuclear fire, man. You know, it say, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yet thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Right, man. You know, all y'all secrets that y'all Edomites, you know, been hiding, it's being revealed, man. You know, everybody's starting to notice how big of a liar, how big of a liar, and how big of a phony America is, man. You know, and on top of that, the Lord will come back and destroy this place, and he ain't gonna come back as a man. You know, he coming back in the angelic power and with chariots. You know, and this place will get destroyed. It say, as for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, and the Holy One of Israel. So yeah, man, you know, he'll come back on them chariots, you know, and they go come. Oh, and they go come with them nuclear missiles, cause like in Joel, it's about how his camp is great, man. His camp is them nuclear missiles and them chariots. You know, and he'll come back, destroy this place, and deliver up the nation of Israel.
Come on. Keep reading.
It say, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thy hand.
Yeah, so the Most High gave us into their hands. It ain't like they was just some great, powerful nation that could overthrow the children of Israel. The children of Israel went off, so the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, gave us over into our enemies' hands, man.
It say, Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid the yoke.
Yeah, they ain't show us no mercy, man. On old people, young people, children. It didn't matter, man, how old you was out in them fields. How young you was out in them fields. They didn't show no mercy. But like James said, he would show no mercy to them that showed no mercy. With the same judgment as you judge, you will be getting judged with.
It say, And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures dwell carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else besides
And
me.
that's what these white people, what these Edomites think, man. They did it on their own. They think that they is the Most High. They want to sit in the seat as the Most High. They paint our Savior as a so-called white man with blue eyes and stringy dog hair.
It say, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
But they will. They gonna lose their children and everything pertaining to Isaiah. Get Isaiah 14,
That's the
21,
spirit I'm
and
already.
22.
This Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
Prepare slaughter for his children. Whose children? Esau's children. These so-called white people that you see walking around ruling over you. That's Esau's children. And the Bible said prepare slaughter for them.
It say, for the iniquity of their fathers,
For the sins of their fathers, the
that
rape, robbery, and murder.
that they do not nor that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Pertaining to Obadiah, man, we go round them up after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery and burn them off the face of the earth.
I will rise up against them, saith the Lord
Said
of
the Lord.
hosts.
He gonna rise up against them, using us, using his man, pertaining to Jeremiah 16:16.
And cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord.
So that's your whole family bloodline wiped out of the name of the land. You will not have no more land to name after yourselves because your inward thoughts is your houses are gone forever.
Uh,
Try something else.
this Obadiah. This Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3. It say, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So yeah, that's the pride that you Edomites got, man. Y'all don't think that y'all can't
Be touched.
right, y'all can't be taken down, but the Lord will take you down.
He gonna use Gag and Magog. This Ezekiel 38, I'm gonna just get to 11. It says, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. What's the land of unwalled villages? Babylon the Great, because it's just like Rome. They armies just spread out. They in Africa. They over here. They over here. So it's no protection. You see, Donald Trump is trying to build a wall just like in Rome. But it says, I will go to thee that are at rest. Who is at rest? The people here in America. They think everything's safe. When you go to other countries, it's all out hell, all out war. Bombs is going off. People starving. But here in America, it's the same old, same old. People walk up and down the streets carelessly. It says that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. Because in the ancient world, it was bars and gates just in case of an attack. But here in America, it's like nothing, man. They have no missile defense system. They have nothing, man. It says to take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land. And that's exactly what's gonna happen, man. They're gonna overthrow this place, man. Russia, China, everyone is gonna shoot nuclear missiles here, man. Uh, what's that? Joel. Shit. Second chapter. Joel, the second chapter.
Con. This Joel chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion.
And that's what we do on the street corners, doing these videos. The trumpet represents the sound of alarm, letting people know war is coming. And it says in Zion. Zion is a people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. Blow ye the trumpet, meaning give my people warning.
It said, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
And our people not trembling. Our people act like they don't care. You feel me? Because the Most High got a zeal over their hearts, man. He don't want these people to get it. But at the same time, he'd be unjust if he just brought the destruction without warning. He sent us out to warn the people, and then he's gonna judge this place.
For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
And it's getting nearer and nearer. Every day that you wake up is getting near to that day.
It's a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it,
That's talking about these missiles.
even to the years of many generations.
Because after the missiles get shot off, it's not gonna be no more war when Israel come back into their rightful places, rulers, kings, and judge on the earth.
A fire devoureth before them,
Talking about the missiles.
and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and
Because before them, before they hit, everything's beautiful, nice.
before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
Because that's how it's gonna leave everything desolate. Before them as a garden of Eden, and behind them as a desolate wilderness. Because once that nuclear radiation hit this place, everything's gonna be left desolate. I think it's Malachi 4:1 that say, let me see, real quick. Let me just grab it real quick. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day shall cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts. It shall leave them neither root nor branch. That's that day of them missiles. It's not gonna leave root nor branch. Everything's gonna be left desolate.
Con. And the proud that do wickedly is you Edomites, you know.
Yeah, you so-called white people, 2/3 of our people, and anybody that do wickedly. Anybody that's not part of the elect.
This Joel chapter 2, verse 3. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape. Nothing shall escape them. Their appearance of them is as the appearance of horses,
Represents power.
and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the nose of chariots on the top of mountains, shall they leap.
Yeah, like the noise. It's,
The
all you gonna
noise.
hear is noise. The film's gonna be real loud with them shooting off thousands and thousands of missiles. You could just Google one missile being shot off. That's loud as hell. Think about thousands and thousands of missiles.
It said, like the noise of chariots on the top of the mountain shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. It say, before their face the people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness.
All that's represents confusion and death, blackness, darkness. When the missiles get shot off and people see them thermal missiles coming, they go, no, this is our end.
It say, they shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall. They shall they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no confusion in them because the spirit of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh shots go gather them. They're not gonna break their ranks. It ain't gonna be no them crossing each other. They all coming straight to Babylon to destroy this place.
Neither shall one thrust another. They shall wait. They shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
Yeah, because America is gonna try to shoot off missiles to try to knock them down, but it's not gonna happen, man.
They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows.
Thousands and thousands of missiles is gonna cover the sky, man.
Come, it say, and the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great.
That's what the brother was talking about. His camp is very great. His camp is 200,000 thousands of missiles. That's 200 million missiles, man.
For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible.
The day of the Lord is what?
It's great and very
I thought it
terrible.
was gonna be a beautiful day.
It's great and very terrible, and who can abide it?
Nobody, man. That's the point. No one will be able to get out of this judgment that the Lord is bringing on these people, man. Now jump to 3 and 9.
All right. Salakia, this Joel chapter 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war.
Prepare what?
Prepare war.
Prepare war.
Wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. So yeah, these other countries is doing missile tests, buying other missiles from these other countries. They selling each other weapons and shit because they about to go to war, and who they about to go to war with America, Keep going. It say beat your plowshares into swords.
That's what everyone's doing, buying nuclear weapons, using their resources to get their armies right. Everyone's armies is getting right, man.
Lakia, it say beat your plows, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
All these little countries that never had nuclear capability, they have it now. And you see, they not playing no games with Babylon, America. They try to put sanctions on small countries like North Korea. They say, fuck y'all. They want it with America. That's the spirit of the Most High, man.
It say, assemble yourselves, and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
What's the valley of Jehoshaphat over in the Middle East? The valley of Yahweh's judgment. That's where he go judge all these nations.
For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
That's right.
Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
That's right. It's gonna be a lot of people, man. A lot of death and destruction coming. Yeah, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai is coming. He gonna turn us into mighty man hunters, like the people that you see on these cartoons. That's how the elect is coming, man. With being able to fly, being able to able to
Have powers.
yeah, powers, man. All right, this Jeremiah 50:9. I could start up. Well, I'm gonna start up. I'm gonna start at 30. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her. That nation from the north is Russia, and that her is Babylon, which shall dwell there. Hold on. Which shall make her land desolate. And they keep talking about the land being desolate, man, because of these nuclear IBM missiles. And none shall dwell therein. They shall depart, both man and beast. In those days and in that time, said the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping. They shall go and seek the Lord their power. I'm going to jump to verse 9. For lo, I will raise up and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. Russia, China, they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, the IBM missiles, and none shall return in vain. It says, verse 13, because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow at her. Yeah, say all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord. That's right, man. Bend the bow and don't spare no arrows, man. Those arrows is talking about them nuclear missiles, man. Why you think everyone has nuclear capabilities, man? For that third world war, man. for the day of the Most High's judgment, man. It's not gonna be a good day, man. We still gotta go through Jacob's trouble, the chip being mandatory, race wars. It's gonna get crazy, man. So if you are a so-called Negro, Latino, a Native son or Indian, it's time to repent and get yourself in order, man. You got something?
No, I can't.
All right. So with that, man, we have to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Wakwakadash, Rakatah.
Double honors to the elders. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Peace and blessings, man. Shalom.
Abba, Babor.